Hey, good morning. So I just wanted to share um, a little explanation of the art of rhetoric that I often talk about in my videos, just to make sure that everybody knows what I'm talking about when I start talking about that sort of thing. So, like way back in the days of yore, Aristotle, who was great at categorizing and organizing human activities into systems. He broke down the art of rhetoric and developed a system whereby we could understand the modes of persuasion and thereby sort of think critically about arguments being presented to us. I mean, at the time, they were talking about politicians and military leaders, and that's still the same now. And we also have journalists, authors, public figures, anybody who's, YouTube creators, anybody who's trying to sell you on an argument, is using the art of persuasion. And so there are three main modes of persuasion: ethos, pathos, and logos. So ethos is sort of loosely translated as ethics, and it's about establishing personal credentials and getting your audience to trust you. So for instance, like personal credentials, including your education, professional achievements, that sort of thing. It could also be something like, yeah, but I know her personally, so that's that's my credentials. This is how I can speak on this person, kind of thing. And the idea is that you're going to get your audience to trust that you are an authority on what you're speaking about. The next one is pathos, which is loosely translated as pity, or it's about inspiring an emotional response, getting people worked up in their feelings. And that can be, getting people to feel joyful or getting people to feel outrage or sadness or whatever. So, you can use like J.D. Vance using stories about immigrants to outrage people about being, the fear of losing their jobs, in spite of the fact that that's not actually happening, but people will go for that because fear is a very motivating force. Or like frustration, on an ad campaign. Do you suffer from, lack of sleep, or do you have, regular indigestion? And then they go and give you their product that will help you deal with that situation that is causing you to feel emotionally upset in one way or another, or excited or happy or whatever. But it's an appeal to emotion. Outrage is a big one. And then the third aspect of the third mode of rhetoric is logos, which is loosely translated as logic. And it's arguing based on reasons and facts, and it's getting your audience to think. So, using facts, reason, empirical evidence, scientific data, step-by-step explanations, historical examples, that kind of thing. So ideally, if you're giving a speech or you're trying to, win people over to your side, you want to use a combination of all three of these things. And the best speeches do use them all. There's a fourth mode of persuasion called Keikos, which is an appeal to urgency. So you would see that a lot in advertising marketing. Hurry, buy now, sale ends Friday type thing. Like, do it before it's too late, get it before it's too late. Anyway, that's that. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and thank you for listening.